No, you don't have to worry. This is not a political broadcast. It's not a paid political announcement or advertisement. Although here in the United States we are being bombarded with all kinds of politics and all kinds of broadcasts and advertisements because we are pre-election. In a short time we have midterm elections 2010 and everybody's going nuts about all the candidates, etc. But that's not what I'm talking about. I do want to talk about today the doctrine of fairness. And it came out basically in a political way, but it's not a political topic. Fairness. Recently we had a debate, gubernatorial candidates. In New York State, there are gubernatorial candidates. Everybody wants to run the state, want to run to Albany and become the big cheese, become the governor. There are two major candidates, the Democrat and the Republican. So they had a debate, but they decided that in the interest of fairness, they need to invite everybody to the debate. So they had 7 candidates. Thank God I was spared watching this debate, but I was unfortunately subjected to seeing some of the clips, and they turned the gubernatorial debate into Comedy Central. They invited everybody there. This guy Jimmy McMillan from the Rent is Too Damn High party, a fellow from the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, this woman who was a former Manhattan madam. She represents I don't know who. Why were they all invited to the debate? Beats me. I know why. It's because the doctrine of fairness. It's only fair to include everybody. I say nonsense. We were not able to see the major candidates and get them to really understand what they're really all about, because it was all about the sideshow. Everybody trying to make an impression and trying to be funny, and it never really got anywhere. And it got me thinking that this fairness thing just goes too far. I mean, we're always so careful in trying to be fair. I mean, must we listen to every opinion? Do we think that it's unfair unless we give, let's say, a Holocaust denier the same chance to talk about the Holocaust as everybody else? Or do we have a right to say this is nonsense? Let's say somebody gets up and speaks about he's pro-slavery. Is that an appropriate thing to listen to? Must, for instance, a person try out every religion, no matter how ridiculous it may be, in order to be fair to himself? And if he doesn't try every religion, or if he doesn't try every drug, then he doesn't know what's not good for him. To me, it's ridiculous. I think fairness has gone way too far in this country and certainly in the world, and you have to put a stop to it at a certain point and say that even though something might seem unfair, it's only the right thing to do and the appropriate thing to do, just like in the debate we want to hear from the 2 major candidates. Have you got some ideas about things that seem like it's fair, but they're still a bad idea? There probably are countless of ideas and examples like that. Use the comment section below. Even though the Torah talks about being fair, and that fairness and judgment and righteousness is a big issue, however, there are limits to that. Got some examples? Something that seems fair, but it still is ridiculous to do. Let's all have something to think about.